Went off for a second. But it's been fixed, probably because it went off because we've been streaming for over 5 hours. Occasionally there might be small error problems if you go that long. I'll shoot you because you're a sprinter. Cool. Equip. Re-equip this thing. Should be some pistol bullets inside one of these. Not inside here, it's the next one. There's a zombie that we can secretly, stealthily shoot from over here. Of course, secret until we shoot him, then he knows. Zombies still try and get us from the outside over there. They're just stubborn. Like me. I'm pretty stubborn. If I wasn't stubborn, I'd be pretty impatient with this game at times. Right now isn't a bad time, but yeah. Come on. There we go, that's dead. Should be at least 2 more zombies over here. And you. There we go, now outside of zombies. Wait, no, there's still one more. Alright, now outside of zombies, which I cannot actually fight right now, I have killed all I need to kill. Alright, that's what this angle was for before. There's some gun bullets, which are always handy. And was there anything back here? I don't remember if there was or wasn't. I don't think there was, so I'm gonna check anyway. Nope. Alright, so now with all that taken care of, it's a safer game, certainly this time. And let's head on up to the first floor so we can exit back out where we came from. Handy. Zombie groans we hear are from zombies again that just cannot reach us. They can't push over cabinets, neither can I. Apparently. My guess then? Let's go back to the first floor. Alright. With the lightning and the timing that I saw something shiny made me think the thing was about to attack me, ironically enough. Let's go on back up. Pretty handy still. My guess. Outside, we should get to the second floor, make sure there's nothing to do up there. I've got this bad feeling there's going to be like nothing. Just nothing at all. But I might be fortunate. Maybe there will be items up there. Maybe it'll be one of the most useful things I've found so far. There's always that chance. Maybe it's just something at the beginning which I missed, which has me so can't open all these doors. Or maybe it'll lead to a new area that's all these other monsters and leads to some item I need, like the door to the basement. Or maybe it's just a dead end that doesn't lead to anything. But hey, that's for fate to decide. I just realized those static sound effects are my footsteps. I really hope there's something up here, because if not, I have to explore the whole facility again. Does this lead to the third floor? Nope. I mean, there is something up here, but it looks like it's just items. Or even worse, it's nothing. Well, that's a shame. It does imply what I feared. That's because this is a staircase, but it's not. It's probably somewhere in the facility that we missed. Of course. Hey there, Clownfishy. Ah, jeez. We have to explore this whole entire facility. On the bright side, all the zombies are dead because I killed them. Maybe there was a key. There is a few things I can think of when I think about it. First of all, there's those 2 zombies laying down that never got up. They would probably get up if I picked up a key item, which implies there was a key item close to them. I just never found it. Pick up my crowbars to be on the safe side. Gonna save my game. Again, just be on the safe side. And finally, game options. We're gonna change it to fixed camera angles, because that might point out something I missed. I also haven't really explored the whole facility of fixed camera angles yet, so yeah, I mean, I've explored a good portion of it with fixed camera angles. I don't really think that the important keys that we need are going to be at the very beginning. If anything, they're going to be somewhere in the middle or towards the end. I really must doubt they'd be like, oh, hey, sure, we'll give you all of your useful items right at the start. And then 1, 2, 3, let go of me, and no, that's not going to be the solution here. Ah, jeez, they're re-exploring everything. To be fair, this facility isn't that big. I haven't explored all of it yet. Obviously, there's a lot more to explore, but I need to find the keys to be able to do that. What keys? Either the master key, which I think might be a little bit more useful, or the key to the basement. But I got my sneaking suspicion that going and getting the master key first would probably be useful. I'm probably not going to get the key to the basement for a while. Alrighty, yuck, yuck, yuck. Is this where I came from? I think this is where I came from. We know it isn't because the downstairs is blocked. This is the right way. We hear a zombie, but that zombie's behind a closed door, so whatever. This is where the jump scare really got us earlier. Well, on upstairs to the second floor. This is where I need to start paying more attention. Okay. So the second and third floors are the floors I should really particularly pay attention to with the fixed camera angles to see if the camera focuses on anywhere, which I might have missed, where there might have been an item laying around. My prediction is that it's on the third floor, because there's that area which I didn't find any key items. Not to mention it makes sense to find the important key at the very top of the whole facility. I kind of already explored this. Okay, I'm going to be a completionist. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything through all these doors. Angle didn't point anything out, which I didn't see the first time I scanned the room. Let's go through here. Yep, that's nothing. Hole in the wall leads to more. Wait, it's not the key item I need, but it did point out an item I missed. Hanging bullets, shotgun shells. Not bad, not bad. I guess I somehow missed those. Not what I need, but hey, it's not bad. Bed spring, you don't say. Let's go back around the curve. There are some bathrooms here, but they're not really what you're going to be expecting. We're going to be passing through them anyways, just a little bit. We already explored this whole facility. We must have missed a key or something somewhere, is my prediction. And when I say whole facility, I mean whole facility that we've explored. We've only explored about half the facility, but the rest of the half that we can't access are locked by doors. So I must have missed a key somewhere. Which is why I'm going through it again, except this time with fixed camera angles. Seeing if the fixed camera angle will point out something I didn't see with the tracking camera. As a step ladder. Okay, I know that's the way they're supposed to be going, but I'm gonna check over here. I never really explored over here, come to think of it, actually. Like, maybe, let me go with tracking camera for a second. Just for a little bit. Game options, tracking, back, save changes, resume. A reflection. That's the door that we came through. The way I did look over here, there was nothing. There was just a zombie that was blocking the way, I now remember. Okay, well, after I get past this area, let me go back to fixed camera angles. Alright, back to fixed camera angles for me. Alright, and also for the safety of just in case, I'm going to save my game again. Alright, resume. There is actually a last locked door, but there's a combination on it, which I never figured out. Maybe by looking, I'll find the combination. That could be the clue what I need to do as well. Anything through here? There was a monster in here earlier. I didn't remember that. There's some ammo. Here's a zombie yell, but the zombie yell is that one room which I just cannot find any of the zombies. And my prediction is that they're locked behind that one room with the door I cannot open. Here's the bathroom. On through, nothing. Wait. A toilet, that's all you want to say. Got it. More toilet stuff. Goes through here. Let's just let over to a dead end. I think it's through here then. I'm taking my time to try and find it, but nothing so far. First check on the dead end before I go to the next restroom area. Back through. This is where we had the difficulties with the zombies earlier. I remember that this. The zombies now got up when Riz rose from their graves would be the appropriate term for it. Nothing though. Wait, you said something that was longer than usual. Oh wait, this is the door that we need a key for. It's locked, I need the master key to open the door. The master key is definitely the key that we're looking for. That's where the music gets all creepy. You can hear a few zombies in here, but I haven't found anything. That's where we picked up the first thing. There should be a second place to enter. Not there, but coming up through here. To make the wheelchair stand out this time. Nothing useful. Nothing in that little crevice. Got stepped up in an accident. Alright, checked out these restrooms, but rechecking. And nothing. There was another restroom. I guess I'll look at it with the fixed camera angles. There, toilet. Nothing. I'm on the fallen sink. Nope. Is that a hole in the wall or no? No, that's not a hole in the wall. Well, back to the way that we came. Behind here to the store. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the area with the zombies that haven't gotten up, so I should probably check this area very thoroughly to see if there's some key item I missed. Typically, the zombies won't get up unless Chris you pick up a key item, and they never got up, so I'm assuming I must have missed something around this part. I'm not sure where, but somewhere around here is my guess. Go over here for a second. What's just like down here? Nope, just blocked off access. That's why I see where they want me to go. They want me to go towards the camera. I know where this is too. Okay. I got lost a little bit, but now I know where I am. This is where we got the shotgun shells after being that sprinting zombie. The stairs should be right over here then. Like right here or something. Or I guess a little bit earlier. There should be stairs somewhere though. Would they be through here? Here they are. Up. Now the third floor. There's also a fourth floor, but it's really limited. But maybe the keys are right there before the door. Not to the door that we need to unlock, but maybe there's a control panel? There are all those numbers that keep on passing, but I don't understand how you would arrange them into a reasonable combination. That's around here where the zombies that never got up are. So let's investigate. Definitely has interesting camera angle choices right there. You know, just checking everything. Might as well, right? Nah, that's a whole lot of nothing through here. Already ripped this place clean, at least this first room. Let's try the other rooms. Through here? It's definitely through here. There should be a few zombies laying on the floor, pretty close by. They just went down, never got up. That wasn't the one who killed them either, they're just laying there. There's the first one. Let me check these rooms to see if there's any keys or any hidden items. That's a bed. This keeps on flashing, but I think it's my flashlight just acting weirdly on it. So that's not it. You then? You're the other room with the dead girl, who has not gotten up yet. She has fallen and she cannot get up. Alright, this was that third room. I was attacked by a zombie in here after I picked up some ammo. Or was that the next room? No, I think that was the next room. So back out. Yeah. The camera's supposed to go crazy there. Yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing up in here. You next. Here's where the zombie came through the wall and attacked me after I picked up the ammo. There was a zombie on that bed originally that crawled through the hole in the wall and popped up through here. That was kind of amusing, I guess, come to think of it. And we're almost done exploring the parts of the hospital that we've unlocked. Just a few more to go through. There's nothing down here that I remember finding. And still not finding anything. And then there's this last big room over here where there is a control panel door, but I have no idea the solution, so I guess I'll look at that in a second. A wheelchair. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. That's a damn shame. I just explored the whole entire hospital again. Alright, so there's that. There's all these numbers right here. Now this is the place that says there's a combination. I want to enter the code? Yes. It's offline. I must find the power generator. So we can't even do this until then? There's something here. Why would they do that? I didn't look at the control panel earlier because I thought that I didn't have the code. So I was like, I won't use this now. I'll try and find the numbers. Of course it's there. Now what key is that? The master? It's probably for the key for the basement. Yep. So this probably goes down to the fucking basement. I'm just gonna... Well, at least we saw the whole facility with that camera angle. Let's go back to this camera angle. Saved. Save myself some pain there in the future. Resume. I know how to get back a lot faster with this camera angle. There they are! They got up. I knew they were going to get up after Cam was picked up. They should have already gotten out of the rooms by now, shouldn't they? Oh! Fuck! I just saved my game. Just eat me. Just eat me. I'm not going to struggle. I just saved. I want to use one of my infection things against poison. There you go. Yeah, good. I'm nice and tasty. Doing its magic. Now then, we literally just saved our game, so we should be fine. Load game from here. So they're gonna make me go to the basement first, I think. It could also be for the upstairs area, the 4th floor, but I'm almost 100% sure it's for the basement. But I'll check, because the 4th floor is a little bit closer. Now load up BlackSoul. Let's draw a part of whacking enemies. They should rise from the graves here. Just the 2 of them. You're a runner, that's why. Fuck you. Now, this other guy's probably not a runner. He's just a normal guy. Or one of the more healthy ones. The ones that have more health, I mean. The note that ended up on. It's like it's getting all excited and go fucking disappointed. Back up. Now, I don't think this key is for this door. In fact, I'm basically certain, but it's not bad to check. And just in case I went all the way downstairs, only to find out it in fact did go up here. Though I have my huge doubts about that. Partially because the power generator is in the basement. Yep. Not to mention, this seems like this area isn't on my map. And my theory is that once I finish everything in the hospital, I'm going through that door, which might lead to the end of the game. Because I think this might be the game's final location. I'm not 100% certain of that. It's just been my guess. It is the 7th main location in this game. 6 if you don't include the forest, which is kind of like the hub area. And not to mention the hospital, which we are currently in, kept on being mentioned throughout the whole entire game in notes and files. And now we're here, so I'm just saying. Anyways, with this key, good stretch. I'm going to also try and use the key on the areas downwards. It might actually work better on doors that lead off to the personal areas. The personal door around here is around this corner, right? Oh wait, no, we came through here. This is that one song that sounds like a Silent Hill 1 song. The door in question I'm looking for, this is actually like, if this door doesn't work, then it's definitely the basement. I believe it's the basement, but still gonna check. Okay, it is indeed the basement. So let's head down there. It should only take a few moments. Right now we're on the 2nd floor. And while this area does twist and turn a lot, I basically mostly memorized the way there. Not all completely, it's kind of a confusing area, but I think I got it down. I've gone up and down this hospital now 3 times in total, so... Out. Now off to the 1st floor, it should be to our left. And down. I should be careful though, because earlier it sounded like there was a shit ton of zombies in the room that I'm trying to go towards. I might need to use the shotgun if things go a bit too crazy, but I'm trying to save my shotgun shells for necessary situations. That was number 4. I saw like a painting of one of the zombies for some reason, when it was just in the corner of my eye. Alright, almost to the basement. Well, it's not actually the basement, I'm calling it the basement, but technically it's the ground floor. It's not actually underground. You would usually consider a basement to be something that's underground, but in this case it's just the ground floor. It's just that we entered through the building through the 1st floor, which happens to be the 2nd floor, and I don't get it. I mean, I kind of get it. There's those buildings that call the 1st floor the ground floor, and then for some reason the 2nd floor is the 1st floor. Hotels usually do that because it's easier to number rooms that way. This is a hospital though, not a hotel, but I guess then they also have room numbers. Typically usually it's locations that have to use numbered locations that do that. So I guess it's not too surprising. Because then hospitals, it's like room 101, room 102, and that would only make sense if it was on the 1st floor. Alright, we're almost there. A little bit nervous, a little bit excited, a little bit let's just fucking do this finally. Go, the room that I believe this key goes to. If it doesn't, I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Use. Yep, that was it. Alright, gotta save my game before I enter this location. Back, resume, inward. The problem is there's probably a shit ton of zombies through here because I definitely heard a lot in here earlier. It's a big area, but I think I can use my gun here because it's a big area, which will make this a little bit easier. I'm not aiming for headshots, just in case for those just coming in, because it doesn't make a difference in this game unless you're using your Magnum. Alright, and good. Fast. Yep, you're a sprinter. Got you already, though. fuck a zombie that noticed me before I shot her. I should have shot her before she went through. She's a fucking sprinter too. She might just come and surprise me, but she'll come to me if I don't come to her. Maybe she got stuck on something. Maybe it's just a labyrinth of doors through there. Fuck, there's a sprinter that has. Wait, there she is. Maybe that's just an identical looking zombie that's not her. Yeah, I think she's still angry at me. Well, time to be a bit cautious. Oh, I can't. Was I infected? No, I just can't save in here. That's one of the rare instances where you can't actually save in where you are. Probably a little bit more risk here. Fuck, I got grabbed. Nah, I just have to whack them with my pole. But I do have an antidote and healing that, so I should be okay. Fuck, you got me twice? Really? I could use my antidote before I get too poisoned. I could have shot you, but I didn't. Fuck me. You know what? You know what? You have permission to eat me. I saved right before I entered this location. I don't want to waste both my antidotes in here. Long live the Zombie King. Oh boy, oh boy. So much I could say. Except I just saved outside the door, so I should not. I should shoot that fast zombie through the window before she gets to become a problem with the other guy. And not let her run off. I didn't think she was going to spot me, but she did through the wall. And she's like, oh, there he is. And she just started running. Probably got caught on that, what was it called? The beam, the support beam that had fallen over. But then when I got to the right angle, she was able to run past it. The gun seems far more useful until you get to that corridor. Seems like it's just really useful in this next section in general, so yeah. You know, just playing cowboys. Maybe a little bit there. Now peekaboo, zombies for you. Now there is a runner here, right there. There's also a runner who can be seen through the window. Okay, she's dead. Wasn't the two zombies' attention, so I'm happy I took care of that first. Alright, that's 2 dead. Any more to go? Probably. Yep, there's one for stars immediately. Keep my gun pulled out for the moment. Actually, no, crowbar's usually better, because if you can spot them from a distance, then you can just shoot them and switch off. Alright, you can't save in this section. For whatever reason, they don't want you saving here. Oh, there's a zombie. No, it's 2 zombies too. I should be a little cautious. Good. I killed her, so I can just focus on this guy. Really don't want to waste one of my antidotes here. Fucking a third one. It's like such a weird spot to hit them, because for some reason it seems to be really close. I took care of all 3. Happy game. I did okay. I thought there was maybe a hole behind me. I was like, please don't have a zombie pop up and I'm looking over here. But apparently I'm lucky. At least lucky enough. Here's some ammo. Oh, that's actually a medical pack and some ammo. I prefer medical items because they're a lot harder to come by than ammo, but yeah, I can't complain. It was a nice haul regardless. How many more zombies could I possibly piss off today? Let's find out. Maybe you. You know what? You come over here, I'm gonna whack you, I'm gonna shoot her, because I bet she's a sprinter. I bet she's a sprinter. I hate finding zombies on slopes, but thankfully that worked out. Slopes make them harder to hit because their hitbox gets all weird. Nah, I bet you she's a sprinter. She's not a sprinter, but she was a runner. Dear oh my, another turnout. Don't think I don't hear you screeching over there, lady. You too, mister. No hiding off in the corners with you two. So there's one more screecher here. Well, doing my best. Can't say I didn't try. Let's see what's all through here. The power generator should be really close by, though. Because I can turn on power. Probably get a key if I'm really hopeful. At least I'm going to get a key. Seems like I'm getting to a tight corridor area, so let's put this. I think that's the power generator. Make sure there's no surprise zombies. Do you want to turn? Yep, let's switch the power generator on. Fantastic. Now probably a shit ton of something's gonna pop up somewhere. Antidote, ammo. Well, it's really nice to have the power back on. I also can point out that it's a shame that, well, those are two angry zombies. I can barely see. Fuck, at least I got an antidote just right now. You guys are gonna have to excuse me. I got the camera angle all weird. There, that should be better. Alright, well, let's do what I can here. First of all, cure my poison. Hopefully this isn't too soon. Second of all, use the small medical pack I picked up. Not the large one, I'm saving that. They knocked over a captain. Please tell me there's a key nearby. Because I am none the wiser, I really am not. Power's on, so that's great. Can't even save my game again, so that's good. But the problematic situation, I now don't know what to do because I don't have the combination, nor do I have a key. So it's a good bad sort of mix. Good, bad. Take what you can get. Was there anything inside these cabinets I passed out when I was just... No, there's nothing here. Which means forward and backwards to go. Maybe something will happen when I go through here. It's definitely my hopefulness. Which hopefully that something is a bajillion zombies attacking me for no reward. More like, hey, now that the power's back on, maybe something will open, or... I know the control panel was going to turn back on. Apparently there was no electricity returned to the building because everything's dark as fuck still. Pretty useless power if it just turns on a single control panel. Well, who am I to complain? There might be new zombies to the whole facility. If there is, I'm gonna fucking scream. And I could see the game doing that because you had to go all the way up to get here. Well, here's wishful thinking. Don't have the master key still. That's probably like the last thing I get. I probably need to go to the control panel. Problem is, I don't even know the combination to the control panel. I guess I just have to head there, though. Hope that shit ton of zombies don't throw themselves at me on the way back up. If they do, oh boy. They might do it, too. Ah, well, can't complain. Just gotta keep on heading forward. No reason to complain. It's just what you gotta deal with. Let's try upward. Downward. We should be over to the control panel in like 2 minutes because I know the way there pretty well. I'm gonna save a few times though, just to make sure the game doesn't crash on me or something. I have to do reprogress. So many zombies in this whole facility. That's one of the save states that scare me the most, this one, because it loads so long. It's like I thought I saw a zombie. But it's just me going slowly insane. It's okay. Well, I don't hear any zombies, and I don't see any zombies, so we might be good. Maybe they didn't just spawn a new army of the dead here. Army of Darkness, that was the pun I should have gone for. Now I'm on the second floor, so I should head that way. I'm just kind of mapping it out in my head. I think I got it, though. The control panel combination is what I don't got, but I'm going to assume that maybe when I get there, there'll be something to help me out figure out. Maybe I know what the number is. Maybe my character just knows immediately what the number is, and the whole puzzle revolved me putting on the power so I can actually put it in. I don't recall any numbers though. Like, no numbers have popped up in the game for a long time ever since we got back from the farmhouse. The farmhouse was, yeah, that was the last location we got numbers, the farmhouse. And that was for the puzzles in that location. Doesn't seem any new zombies so far, which surprises me, but I'm not complaining. Trust me, oh dear God, I am not complaining. Let's go through here, there. One more floor to get up. Go through this restroom first, though. That's where the creepy music begins, but I'm not going to hear it for long, so I'm going to be able to run through here pretty quickly. It won't kick into the part that sounds like a Silent Hill 1 song. And here we go, staircase right there. Let's go up. I should have probably saved before I went up here. But hey, if it doesn't crash, I can save when I get through here. Thankfully, it did not crash. Okay, now save my game. Back, resume. Now then, will I just somehow magically know the combination? I've got the sincerest doubt that that's going to be what I have to do here, but maybe I need to look at the control panel to figure it out. I bet it has something to do with all these numbers I keep on passing, but whatever. It's locked. There's a control panel. Do you want to use the code? I must enter the right code. So the numbers I recall seeing was 8, 5, 4, and 2. My assumption is that it was based on what was where. So here's my guess. Here is my... I'm not going to run through the whole facility looking at numbers again. This is the last floor on the map, so that has a 5 on it. I think it's 4 or 5. If I did see indeed a 2 and an 8, which I'm pretty sure I did, I think it's 8, 2, 4, 5. That's not it. Was it 8, 2, 4, 5? It could be 8, 4, 2, 5. Oh, that was it. My memory is good. I didn't even realize I was supposed to be memorizing those numbers, but I saw them enough times, so it's unlocked. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Zombie right off the bat. No, okay, that one got so close to the game. Oh, no, not another one. Oh, that almost went so south. I don't want to be bitten so bad right now. I'm going to save my game there in case things indeed do go south. That was so bad, just a few places. I pressed the wrong button. Now I'll put my gun, shoot this one from a distance. Now back here, let's shoot this guy. Let's see. There's some shotgun shells here on the right side. That voice just got really loud to scare me for a second. Let's go. Oh, there goes a zombie. Handy. I'm just gonna equip the crowbar until I see another zombie like that. Equip. Anything inside the bathroom? Besides heartbeats? I'm just hearing heartbeats. It is indeed a toilet. Good observation, Sheen. Alright, whatever. We're gonna go over to the next area. Probably more zombies coming out. Jesus, 2 corridors. I don't know which one has a zombie or which one does not. Well, thankfully, I guess the route without a zombie first. If there was even any zombies involved. Don't say immediately through there. There's something, though. An antidote. Extremely useful to have. What do you think it is? I don't know. I understood that through the lyrics. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Handy. Put this. I keep on hearing that. I don't know. What do you think it is? Toilet. Roundabout place. All these twists and turns make me uncomfortable. There you are. Come on, don't be shy. I'm just gonna bat you for a little bit. There's something in the toilet there. No, I just saw it wrong. Are you a runner? That might be a runner. I should probably be safer by shooting her. Let's step back a little bit. There's the walker. But a dead walker, so that's good. I'm gonna save, so I'm just gonna save my game again. Back. We equip this pipe. Nothing hidden behind there. This looks identical to the floor below it. Like, identical to a T. It's kind of when I would get a zombie's attention if it was hiding. There's a zombie hiding. I can probably shoot it with my gun if I'm... Yep. Now let's equip this crowbar, do what we can. I guess I'm going this way first. Jesus, all these corners are gonna make me all nervous. It was a zombie that noticed me. Typically they make that growling sound if they sense you. Because the second one probably just sensed me. He didn't actually sense me. Alright, there's a few zombies through here though, just gotta be careful. There's a door here. No zombies though, so I'm gonna equip my crowbar again. Save my game again because I killed I can't talk there for a second. I killed several of them, so yeah. And bed? It's a single bed. That looks like something. I think it's supposed to be a pillow. It's a very square pillow though, I may make the comment for. It's like a box actually. Alright. Fuck that sound that we saw. Before I enter inside that door, I'm just going to explore this area. A, to make sure it's safe. B, to let's see if there's any items I'm missing. I'm not finding anything though, so that's either good or bad. One of those two. I haven't checked over here. Oh. The zombie's eating something for once. That's rare. I haven't seen that in this game so far. They're very much enjoying their meal. Ah, they're finally done. Now what could they possibly be eating? Another person, probably. They don't see me? Really? Here's what they were eating. It's a unique model, at least. It's just all bloodied up. Must have been pretty goddamn hungry. I see no zombies through there, so that's a bright side. Gonna put my crowbar. Crowbar is good at stun locking, it turns out. I'm getting stuck on something. There we go. More pistol bullets, which is never a bad thing, at least I'm not running out of those. Still would kind of prefer some healing items, though. Just throwing it out there, game. There's no dead things, that's the bright side. Guess I'll explore this hallway first. Here. A key. The key of Zegler's farmhouse back door. And a diary, so I got something to the farmhouse now, so I have to go back to that shortly. I should have figured that was coming first, it really should have. Because there was that door off in the farmhouse I never used. Should have just expected that to be coming. Anyways, though, let's try and check out the other door I haven't checked out yet. I'm getting really tired of hearing these kids say, I don't know. So, yeah. Let me first see if this door will open up. It's locked? Okay, it's another master key door. Got it. There's an outside area with a crazy nice guy. I'm gonna get away from these whispering voices till I read the diary. There's no ways they wouldn't spawn more zombies on me, though. There's like absolutely no way from how far I have to go they wouldn't spawn any more zombies before I went back to the farmhouse, get to the like last few doors that were not open there. Not that way. Which way did I come from? There we go. We got it. Safe side, gonna save my game. Resume. Now out. Good stretch. Really hoping there are a shit ton of zombies on my way back to the farmhouse, but what can I expect? I did the backtrackings anyways. There was a long distance between me and that place, so yeah, I'm just kind of going down. Alright, I'll read it on the second floor of the diary finally, right before I go downstairs though, just because the second floor I think is the hardest of the floors to traverse, partially because it's got the biggest area and the most twists and turns. So right before I get to the downstairs area here is when I'll open up the document and read it. Not through here. It's through here. That music do its thing. Of the atmosphere. I've been inside the farmhouse where I get that fucking key. I can see that happening too. The key which I've been looking for forever. By forever I mean for like the last hour or 2 hours. To open up all these doors I've been passing, it needs a specific key that opens up just so happens all of them, so yeah. Here we are here. Alright, time for double doer time. First of all, we'll save our game. Save there. Second of all, time to read that documents. Documents. Diary number 1 from Hans Zingler. October 15th, 1972. I haven't received any news yet. It seems that she has totally disappeared. It wasn't enough that the damn caretaker has given us a lot of trouble, now even that little bastard too. Anyway, she can't be too far from here. Of course she's hidden in the woods, or maybe she's just around the farmhouse. Nora is going out looking for her. I suggested she bring the shotgun with her and to be very careful because the little monster is extremely dangerous. I'll be here in the hospital. Sooner or later she'll come out. I'm going to take some water here. Yeah. Anyways, though. November 16th, 1972. A man found a teenage girl in the woods. She was unconscious, so we brought her to here and to the hospital. I recognized her. I saw that she was dirty and stained with blood. It wasn't her blood, but the man who found her wasn't wounded. Whoever that monster bit was enough to calm her down. It won't be easy to take her away from here. She'll be steadily kept under strict observation. Anyways, no one knew her nor had seen her before. She lived here for years, separated from her room. Of course, they'll suppose that she's the daughter of a couple of tourists, but soon they'll wonder why no one is looking for her. I'm afraid that in the end, she'll end up in an orphanage, as long as she doesn't start a mess in here eating someone. Damn, the situation is getting worse every minute that passes. I have to find a way to take her away from here. November 17th. Often I go to check up on her. She's still in an unconscious condition, but whatever she ate outside here doesn't keep her quiet for long. Within a few days, she'll be awake, and then she'll be very hungry, and then she'll be very hungry, and maybe we all will be able to be her meal. Maybe there's a temporary solution. Dr. Delacroix asked me to analyze samples of her blood. I could alter the result and diagnose a disease like syphilis, convincing them to give her a transfusion. This would slow her transformation. I just hope I'm in time. A moment ago, she opened her eyes, staring at me for a few seconds before closing them again. I must act quickly. The situation could burst at any moment. November 18th. I got into the hospital early this morning, and I heard the nurses talking amongst themselves. All night long, she suffered from violent convulsions and muscular spasms. Dr. Delacroix was in his department, and he was with her the whole night. If he only knew what kind of monster lurks behind that little bastard, he would keep his distance. I returned the analysis results, and I had predicted some nurses are now preparing her for the transfusion. Oh boy. Nothing's going as it should. A nurse was putting the needle into her when that monster suddenly woke up and attacked her. Two other nurses tried to help their colleague, but they weren't able to separate the beast from its victim. Finally, they managed to restrain her with some belts and then put that damn needle into the vein. With the transfusion procedure in progress, she finally calmed down, but the nurses have been bitten. All three of them. November 19th. I've analyzed Martha Owen's blood, one of the three nurses who was bitten. It's a great opportunity for my research to see the blood of that little monster in contact with some uninfected blood. It acts very quickly, spreads like a virus throughout the circulatory system, replacing the victim's blood or better transforming it. The nerve centers are attacked by new cells, tendons, flesh, all of these are corroded, just like an acid. The victim's immune system has been compromised. The pharmacologic coma shows the procedure down, but it's an inescapable fact. Miss Owens is sentenced to death. November 20th. As I predicted, the woman died just a few hours ago. I've taken other blood samples to analyze, and I've made an amazing discovery. The virus initially destroys the brain cells and corrodes the muscular tissues until they are partially regenerated by the virus itself. The infected blood acts on nerve endings and causes involuntary and isolated contractions in the muscles. The heart as well. Miss Owens, of course, is not alive, but I guess she's not even dead. The woman's corpse has been taken away. damn, I'm afraid the situation is getting out of hand. I think we should leave this place as soon as possible, but before I have to take that monster out of here, I also need to know if Dr. Delacroix has any reason to suspect me of something. Days ago, I got hold of the hospital passport or part out. The hospital pass. Part out, it's hidden at home. With it, I can move undisturbed and get inside Delacroix's office. Alright, Ziegler's farmhouse basement. The back door. The hospital goes over there. Upstairs. Okay, so I know where this is. Safe, slaughter room. Okay, yeah. Got it. And there's an X in the slaughter room. Let's go on down. Go back to the farmhouse then. My prediction is that it should take us about, again, 2 minutes to get there, because I have to go through the first floor, through the forest, then I'll be back at the farmhouse. And from the farmhouse, there's like 2 different doors locked in the farmhouse. So they don't make me go there a second time. All the backtracking. That's the door that needs a key. Which means around this area should be where I'm supposed to be headed. Yep, I'm heading in the right direction. Right through here. There's probably gonna be zombies in the forest. I mean, I'm happy there's no new ones in the hospital. Don't get me wrong, that's very nice. I'm very happy to say, oh boy, actually, have I even been down here? I think I've been down here. There's no way I could have been down here. Yeah, okay, I know where this is. This leads to that one basement area I've been to before. If it was a new door, then I'd be pretty excited, but nah, I've been here. I know what this is, actually. On re-looking at it. Yep. Back up. Shame is that I like the music down that location. It takes a few seconds to start up, but we'll go back down there eventually. Or maybe I think we should, or maybe we won't. Actually, yeah, yes, we will, because there's that one area that needs the key, right? The key which I think we're about to get. It's the key that we're about to find in the farmhouse that has like there's locked areas on all 4 floors I can only access with that key. That's basically the gist of it. You go to the farmhouse to get that super handy key to open up all the locked doors. There's at least 4 doors I can open with that key. And with that, I should probably be able to get whatever I need to get to the top floor of this building on the 5th floor, which is labeled as the 4th floor. Well, let's do this. Trek back on out. My worry here is there's probably going to be new zombies. This forest previously had absolutely no zombies in it, like none at all. It was just a long route from here to the farmhouse. However, though, I kind of was predicting, because I didn't go into everywhere in the farmhouse, I'd have to backtrack, and there's probably going to be more zombies. That prediction's probably about to come true. Either when I go there, or when I come back. Because I need to head back to the hospital after all this as well. Things can never be easy, can they? Also, it'd be super complicated. Well, anyways, there's the gate out of here. At least no zombies so far. Out. Only have to walk a long forest trail, you know, no biggie. The forest, I typically mistake bushes for zombies. So I get all confused. Previously there was no zombies, but that doesn't mean there won't be any zombies this time. Just gotta walk treacherously through the small patches of fog and the tall brush. The slight corners to make it a little bit more uneasy. You know, farm places. Places that we have to head on towards a farm. Should be to the left here. Bright side is that there's a high chance I might hear the zombies before I see them. High chance doesn't mean specifically that'll happen. There's one type of zombie that barely ever makes noise. So it was one of the models that barely make any noise, and I'd be like, ugh. It could happen too. So far no zombies though. That's good. Maybe the game decided after throwing those zombies at me to give me a fair break. And not throw more zombies my way. Which I'd be really happy about, trust me. I did like the farmhouse though, so I'm kind of excited to go back there. The hospital is nice too, but I've kind of been up and down it several times already. and there's more to it to explore, but it doesn't look as interesting because it's all gray and kind of dull. Everything's in ruins. Now, to be fair, everything in this game is in ruins, but the hospital's more in ruins than the other previous location. Of course, it sounds like I'm going to be sticking to the basement, which is a shame. There is one locked door, though, on the second floor of the farmhouse, which there was a cutscene earlier showing something watching me through the window of the room that's locked. So I'm assuming it's important. It's not like the lock is broken. It's the type of lock where it means I can probably open it at any time. Oh, we're almost to the farmhouse. Like, we're really close now. Just a little bit more wood to run through. So far, no zombies. Surprisingly enough, I know. Here we go. Farmhouse, here we come. Now, will there be more zombies in the house is going to be the second question. If there were no zombies on the forest trail, no new zombies in the hospital, is there new zombies in the farmhouse? Seems strangely, almost kind of creepingly peaceful, to be honest. I don't remember this song either. It probably was playing before, but anyways, though. I mean, like, the song sounds like the last song, because that was like this little string instrument to it. It's a little bit more quieter toned. There's a few different areas I think for this key to go. There was a map that showed a corpse cut into pieces. You don't say. The first possible location is you. You never opened. Is this where this key goes? Yep, it is. I hope I get to the second floor as well, in which case... Oh, fuck, I should have saved. I didn't think about it, but then the game crashes, and then I'm like, ah, hell, I really should have saved. Situation. The font's still small, so that's good. This may have to restart again. Now drag this stuff over here. And there we go. Just make save certain. There we go. Load game. That's exciting. By excited, I mean incredibly gar. It just escaped my head for some reason right there that maybe I should save in case the game crashes. You know, that fun thing. I'll save after I run through the forest this time. At least I know there's no new zombies there, so I can just trot the whole entire way with no worries in the world. You know, just running through the dark, rainy forest. What else would you do? That's locked. This happens to be the right way. There's the door out. Don't go downstairs, because the downstairs is going to lead me to the ground floor, which I do not want to do right now. It's actually over this direction. Should be this turn, and here we go. The way out of the hospital is right before me. Meanwhile, back on our trek all the way... Well, that's not all the way. It's technically just another run through the woods. And this is where we have to contemplate the enjoyable small things in life. Such as the fact that video game characters don't typically catch colds. I always kind of wondered, why is it so easy to catch a cold in the rain? I know your body gets chills. And that makes sense enough to me, but is there like bacteria that's just dormant in our body until we get super cold and then becomes active? The moment we become too cold, it can take over our immune system? Is that what's going on? I mean, I don't think there's bacteria in the rain. I hope there's not bacteria in the rain. So So what causes us to get colds? I'm pretty sure there's like some scientific explanation, and I bet some people here probably might know the answer to this. I don't know the answer to it. My good guess is that our immune system goes down when we're cold, and likely there's something dormant that then is able to take over when we're cold. I very much doubt that us becoming cold suddenly makes bacteria that gives us the cold. Very much doubt that, you know, there's bacteria in the rain. At least I really hope there's not bacteria in the rain. I did not mean to actually choose that, so my best guess and hope is that there is just dormant bacteria that typically is harmless to us until our body's immune system goes down, such as being caught in the rain. Because being caught in the rain gives you the chills and, you know, stuff like that. I'm trying to just imagine, because there are forest trails in this forest, just the person who had to do all the forest trails through these woods. Must have been some hard work. These woods certainly had more people. I mean, I guess it makes sense. On one hand, it's a little bit unbelievable of how many people we fight in this game. I mean, how many zombies have I defeated since the beginning of this game? Where the fuck did they all come from? Where do they all live? Why is there some super huge cemetery? Is there a lot of people that lived around here? That's a pretty big hospital. Is there like a neighborhood nearby? I've only been inside a mansion, which apparently belonged to 2 people, and a gravekeeper's house that apparently belonged to 2 people. They say tourists, but where are the tourists even visiting? The graveyard? Why would tourists be visiting the graveyard? What sort of exciting stuff? I mean, okay, so there are some places where graveyards are interesting tourist attractions, but this doesn't seem like it. The only place in the world where I can think of where the graveyards are tourist attractions would be New Orleans. There's probably other places. I guess Egypt. Technically, all those pyramid tomb stuff is all popular there. So I guess there's some areas where graveyards, tombs, and all that are pretty popular, but just why would the tourists visit this place? It's not too exciting. Let me save my game to be on the safe side here. Now back to the farmhouse. Now I know there's no secondary door here either, so I'm just getting to the right location. All those plucking strings. It's going out. This game is a lot longer than I thought it would ever be. It's longer than most fucking horror games, even the older ones. Then again, part of that is because of some of the stuff they make you do. It's in scope and size. Maybe it's just slightly larger than your typical horror game. Some horror games are really small, but they take a lot longer because you have to backtrack. You don't know what to do sometimes. Sometimes puzzles. Here's a new area. That way it's outside. That's not what I expected, to be honest. But anyways, what I was saying is that, you know, sometimes it's just all the backtracking on top of the puzzle solving or just other things. Is that another house? Why is there so many houses around here? Holy hell, that is another house. Why is there another huge-ass house here? It's like a tower. Okay, well, I guess I'm going inside. Like a lighthouse? A tower? Well, I guess it's nice there's not just a bunch of rooms. But kind of an odd placement here. I mean, I guess you could say this could be a granary, but it looks nothing like a granary, so I don't think it's one. So a lot of times I've used fixed camera angles in this game, come to think of it. Ah, well, whatever. Climbing up in the meantime. No zombies at the very least. There's some shotgun shells. There is a pickaxe. And nothing useful. So the pickaxe, I can only assume, is to break the wall open. If it was a weapon, yeah, it's to break the wall open. You would think a pickaxe would be a better weapon than a crowbar. But apparently not. At least according to our main character. Now there's a map that will show what we need to find. It shows that there's a certain wall that needs to be pickaxed to be able to find a secret room. Throat. Same.
Something. I can't speak. Something in my throat. 1 second. I have no idea what got caught in my throat there. I haven't eaten anything in a while. I haven't eaten anything since I started this game, and that was 6 hours ago, so yeah. Surprisingly, I'm not very hungry right now, though. Alright, so map. It's in here, read. So there's the back door. That's to the hospital. Okay, so that's upstairs. Apparently there is a room. Okay, I see where it is. That's pretty easy. So I came from here, so it's this door. I'm going inside. The quote-unquote broken wall that we have to find is actually really easy to locate. It's right through here. It should be right here. Just make sure there's nothing else through here. The current is still wet. The concrete, you mean? Yes. Hey, there's another room. Are you really surprised about that? Do you want to enter? Sure, why not? I mean, it's only hanging bodies. What else could go wrong? Those actually might be mannequins. They kind of look like mannequins more than actual bodies. Creepy sounds in the meantime. Body parts. Guess it's just a series of body parts around here. A corpse cut into pieces. You know, because why not? A headless corpse. This stuff isn't creepy in the slightest. What are you guys talking about? Body parts. I see the key. What? Knew something like that was about to happen. Fuck, I knew the one behind me was gonna get me. I'm gonna get bit a few times. Fuck, I'm gonna get killed here. Acting up, I look inside a zombie's head right now. That is not what I wanted to see all day. That is nothing I ever wanted to see. It's actually inside a zombie's head. Well, I did just save before I entered this area, so I guess I'll probably be okay. I'm going to take out my shotgun before I enter this location. That's an area where they're way too close to you too quickly. So the only way to really take care of them is either get headshots with the Magnum. Well, actually, I don't have a Magnum, so yep, shotgun. I either take the hits or I hit them quickly with a shotgun. That's my two options here. I have to go back for the pickaxe. On the bright side, I'll just equip ahead of time my shotgun for once. We gotta do what we must do. I'll say it's one of the more interesting rooms that popped up in the game. Now out. You know, dead body parts. One of those type of rooms. Now the ice pick should be at the very top of this area. Try to get on top of the stairs. Work stairs, work. You know, just doing my part. Climbing stairs like no one else could climb. Let me make sure my shotgun's reloaded. I haven't actually checked, so yeah, it's reloaded. Speaking of shotgun, there's some shotgun shells. Let me get the ice pick. Now this ice pick, obviously we can use that to break open the door and not possibly use as a weapon. No siree. Now I'm no expert with ice picks, but I would imagine them being pretty good weapons. They might break after a little bit, realistically, but you know, they could still pierce quite a few things.
There's a med kit, which I think I missed the first time I was in here. Maybe I just forgot I picked it up. Outward. Still a lot to check out, though. Deep in the woods. I've had enough woods for one day, I can say that much. I also like the picket fence. Just the nonchalant picket fence right there. Especially since the picket fence, technically the room it leads to is a slaughterhouse. That's what this room is. A good old slaughterhouse. Just what I want to frame my picket fence around. Assumption time. Let's see if we can open up this good old... this way. Am I stuck on something? Yeah, I was for a second. Let's burst this open. Use. There's another room. Enter. I'm gonna save my game as soon as I enter this room. Save my game right here. And resume. Got my shotgun pulled out. I got my shotgun pulled out. One behind us, two in front of us. That's how it works in this world. I know they're gonna eat me some, but I can at least take care of them without dying. I need to reload the wrong time. Fucking A, even with a shotgun this is difficult. I have to reload my gun. At least I just saved. I literally just saved. I should probably take care of the one behind me first, not the two in front of me. Beautiful angle there. Love seeing inside zombies' rib cages one. Even with a shotgun, it's difficult. It's because they start you so close to both of them. And they just start grabbing you and like, oh. I should probably start with the one behind me. I'm going to walk backwards to go to this next sequence. Oh my. Okay, I'm just going to walk backwards with my gun pulled out. Pointed upwards, deal with this next sequence. Shoot the one behind me dead, Tommy. Got the right idea. See, that worked out better than I expected. Now, peekaboo, come out, all of you. Time to reload. Fantastico. Now then, let's poke about and get this key. The key of the Leonard's... Okay, that'll actually take me upstairs like I was hoping to go. Outside of the totally not disturbing body room. And that's how many get infected. I'm going to keep my shotgun pulled. No. Unless, of course, I get to an area which has a lot of tight zombies, I'll be okay. Save game. There. Good. I actually meant to pull this up first, though. Equip a crowbar in the meantime. Let's go on upstairs. Oh, we have to quote that there. I went through a traumatic room filled with dead bodies and zombies, and all I got was this lousy key. You know, horror protagonists will do a lot just for a lousy-ass key. They will apparently literally go through hell and back just to get a single key to open up a door, which, logically speaking, they probably could have entered some other way. It's not like doors are indestructible, especially wooden doors in an old decrepit farmhouse. But, you know, whatever. The one door in this place that hasn't opened up is back here. Well, luck to see if this works out as we hope. Let's see. This is the last door that hasn't opened. There was a cutscene that showed someone looking at me through the window through here earlier. It's probably just zombies. I haven't been attacked by anything in this game but zombies. But, never know. Could be something else. Let's enter. I'm kind of curious. I bet it's like nothing. BlackSoul. Oh. Hi. You almost got me. Almost. Not quite, though. Just turn myself around. There's an antidote and some shotgun shells. I will be honest, I didn't expect a bathroom. Sanitary. I guess it makes sense, because come to think of it, there were no bathrooms inside this whole entire farmhouse. That'd be probably pretty uncomfortable for most. There's a baby carriage in there. It's up to the hole. BlackSoul. Well, this is different than I was anticipating. It's definitely, it was a baby watching me through there. An old wardrobe. Baby just peeking at me through the window. It's definitely a children's room at the very least. Oh, this is the number that we saw earlier. 4179. I should realize there was a bathroom because I saw it through there. Hello, Dolly. Teddy bear. Alright, let's investigate the obvious. A crib. It's really not the crib. Oh, there's a key here. A master key, that's what we need. And a diary. A research log, to be precise. So we got what we came for. The master key that opened up all the doors inside the hospital location. Let's read up on this diary reading. March 13th, 1955, research log. Dr. Hilda Keller. One Dr. Hilda Keller. Actually, I have been in New Guinea for just a week, and I already miss my dear Berlin. For the first time, we've come in contact with one of the most remote tribes of Papua, the Ford tribe. They are savages attached to their traditions, and nowadays they still make use of some very ancient rites. One of those requires eating the bodies of dead people to get in touch with their spirit and assume their virtues. This practice has led, over the years, to the onset of disease called Kuru in the local language, which literally means tremor. I did not mean to stop reading there. That literally means tremor. These natives are so perfect for Dr. Krause's research. The custom of eating the bodies of dead people is not a simple act of cannibalism, but rather it has deep religious implications. According to an ancient belief, strength, agility, and courage of a great warrior hunter inside in his muscles and survive to the death of the body. These virtues must be preserved by transferring them to other village members and eating the muscle of the warrior fallen in battle. It is the only way to acquire his strength. Dr. Adolf Krause, researcher. It's amazing how these natives have a backward mind, but for us, they are an endless resource of human cavities. In short time, I've obtained a complete series of blood samples from components belonging to different ranks inside the same tribe. The most interesting samples are not from young warriors because they seem to be immune to the infection, but rather from young women and children, the real victims of the disease. Here's from Hilda Keller again. These customs are so deeply rooted, much more than I thought, and they have a great influence through the tribal hierarchies. I can't say that right now. Hierarchies, I think, and its general internal organization. The strongest men become warriors or hunters or represent with the eldest the community's high ranks. Women and children instead are social elements that require different skills. For example, women have to use the ability to generate and raise their offspring. For that reason, intelligence and wisdom are needed virtues too, and for the collective wellness, they have to be preserved. The wisdom of a man is trapped in his brain. When he dies, it must be conveyed to the tribal members. So during the funeral, women and those children who aren't destined to become warriors have to eat the brain of the deceased body. Here's Adolf Krause again. Comparing experimentations results together with Miss Keller's interesting notes, I noticed that 60%, both women and children, contract the Kuru disease, while it's totally absent among adult men that had not been contaminated when they were children. The only possible reason is that the virus is not inside the internal tissues, but it only resides in the human brain. Adolf Klaus. The reasons why some women contract the virus while others seem to be immune to it is not entirely clear. The only way to get an answer would be to isolate the virus itself, but we haven't been able to get it yet, or do it yet. Anyway, I've tested this disease, even injecting infested blood in healthy subjects. I've noticed that effects are similar in each of the victims. Brain activity slows down significantly, and there's an increase in muscular contractions, with a consequent decrease, and in some cases, the total loss of body movements. In those who have been exposed to the virus for a long time, if they don't die, brain activity is almost absent. Hilda Keller. Over 3 years have passed now, and Dr. Krause is not entirely satisfied with the research results. But now it's official. New Guinea's government has banned all religious practices that lead to any cannibalistic act. Any kind of experimentations on the so-called Kuru from now on is considered an offense and will be punished under the repealed law. Hans doesn't want to stop now because he says he is close to a sensational discovery, and then we have a unique opportunity to study the disease, something that was never happened before. A 2-month-old fetus from the union of 2 infected subjects, both belonging to the Fur tribe. After just a few days from the conception, the man died, but the woman seems to be in good condition. Adolf Krause. It's a baby girl, and she's perfectly healthy. Her mother died during childbirth. I had to choose who to save at that moment, and I couldn't risk losing such an important subject. I've performed a series of analyses, making a sensational discovery that her blood is completely different from other ones analyzed in these last years. It seems to be able to block almost completely brain activity, but it maintains basic life functions perfectly. Heart, lungs, everything that operates at a low but steady pace. A survival function. Dr. Alfred, another great discovery. The subject's blood presents a degenerative process, which produces a reaction in its nervous system. Brain activity seems to increase day after day, and the subject slowly starts recovering from its state of unconsciousness. Even motor activity is increasing, and muscular contractions and spasms are acting in various parts of the body. The subject starts, slowly but inevitably, to wake up from the catatonic condition. The subject is wide awake now. Pupils are very dilated, and it's in condition to move, and it's in condition to move by itself. Even if the subject is just 1 year old, considering its violence and overall the strength with which it tried to bite my arm, I've been forced to immobilize it. Its behavior is just like that of a wild beast rather than of a human being. The blood's degenerative process has not reached the last stage yet, but it's still in progress. This will allow me to execute various experiments, trying to stop this process as long as I'm able to do it. The assumption of human tissue taken orally not only stops the blood degenerative process, but it seems to reverse it back again to its initial stage. All the basic functions have been reverted, and the subject has fallen again in a catatonic stage, with brain and motor activities back to operate at survival speed. These are sensational discoveries for science, and the subject's life must absolutely be preserved at any cost. Here's the last part. We've tried hard to keep our research hidden as long as possible, but now authorities suspect that we have not complied with the ban for testing on Kuru. We are forced to leave New Guinea forever. I've managed to obtain our new passports and to sign an agreement for the purchase of a farmhouse near Blackwood, a small English community. Miss Hilda Keller wants to follow me for the sake of science. That's a good idea so that she can look after the little bastard, but we have to forget our real names from now on, for everyone will be Mr. and Mrs. Ziegler. Interesting. Through and through. Anyways, we now got the key we came for. So the Zieglers were researchers that were mentioned previously. That does explain a few things. But that's not the main point. The main point is we can return to the hospital and open up all those doors. Let's see. 4 doors to open. Yeah, 4 different doors that we need to open. There's a 5th door, but we need another key for that one. We've also finished with the farmhouse. There's going to be no need for us to come back here. The bright side of that is that, hey, we're done with the farmhouse. The downside is they might throw fucking zombies at us finally because there's no need for us to come back here. I'm assuming, and this is just my assumption, I could be very wrong. But I think we might be on train to Endgame. I don't think there's going to be any locations after the hospital, honestly. Though I may be in for a surprise. My guess is that the hospital will be the final location, and now since we finished the first half of the hospital, now we have the second half because we got all the keys. I need to go to the trap door, right? Enter the basement. In, out, and all about. Yeah, we should be able to get back to where we were pretty quickly. Not through there, through the outside area. I should probably save my game shortly so I don't have to do this all over again. I'll do it in the next room. Watch as it crashes right now. Actually, I took the wrong turn. I'll save here, be on the safe side, but I did go into the wrong room. Resume game and go. How long have I been playing this game now? Let's see. I would say, with all the numbers counted up and me really thinking about it, I've probably been playing this game for like 14 to 15 hours now. There's probably some things I could have done a lot faster, but geez, it's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. There's a few sections I've had to do all over though, so I guess really I've been playing for like 12 to 13 hours, probably more likely than 14 to 15. I wonder how long they worked on this game. It's glitchy and it's rough around the edges. Fuck, there's nothing, no way to go through that. But on the other hand, it definitely has a lot of content, which I'm a little bit surprised about. I think that's the thing that surprised me the most about this game, is that it does go on for a while, doesn't it? Anyways, I'm pretty sure this hospital is the final location, though. I could never say 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain. Now, will there finally be zombies in the forest? Maybe, maybe not. I'm be on guard, just in case there are. There never have been, but it's just a really long forest trail for really no reason. I'm assuming it's just to make it the transition to the farmhouse to the forest, or to make the transition from the farmhouse to the hospital make a bit more sense, but I'm not saying that I wish there were zombies here. Trust me, I don't. It's just kind of interesting to note. Especially with how many zombies are in the hospital and all that, so there's like no zombies outside in the forest. Maybe they've all been trapped in the hospital. It's more like a ghost story though, like trapped in the hospital for all years and days to come. Anyways though. Outward and inward. I got my pipe pulled out, or crowbar, that's good to know. And we should almost be at the hospital again. We can start making out the hospital from where we are right here. Originally I thought I was going crazy when I saw a building which looked like it had a lot of windows, but turns out that's exactly what it is. Just gotta head to the forest, reach that point again. I'm kind of excited to explore all the areas that were previously locked off, if I'll be honest. Now my hope is that there'll be no new zombies in the areas I've previously explored. It might happen though. But maybe not though, because there's like, we still have half the hospital to explore. Now that we have this key, we can explore that second half. And get all the body parts, which are probably related to some puzzle. So that's nice. Here we go, right up ahead, the gates. Should be right here. Or through this long hallway, but I think I see it coming up. There it is. The gate to the hospital. Just to be on the surest of fine terms, make sure I don't have to run this again. I'm going to save right now. Zoom. BlackSoul. And now with no more cautionary measures, let's go inside the hospital and break through everything. My prediction, we have to get to the top of the hospital. To be honest, I don't know what we need to do from the top of the hospital. It's just that we have the key that will open up the extra doors lead to the other halves of the hospital for the ground floor, floor 1, floor 2, and floor 3.
There's a door on floor 4 though, which I think might be the end of the game, but I'm not certain of that fact. Let me continue this way a little bit more. I see the staircase they currently need to climb. Just want to make sure I don't pass it. I feel like I passed it. Maybe not, maybe it's just right up there. It is right there. Onward and outward to hospital lands. Okay. It's time to do this. I'm pretty sure this is the quote-unquote final dungeon. I might be wrong, because there's just been so many different areas the game continuously has thrown at us. We've already explored half the hospital. It's now time for the second half to be explored. Please don't do zombies, please don't do zombies. I mean, I know there'll be zombies behind the doors that we haven't opened yet. But by no new zombies, I hope there's no new zombies in the actual facility we haven't explored yet, that we have explored so far. I'm gonna start off with the basement, actually. No, you know what? You know what? Yeah, I will start with the basement. I'll start from the bottom, I'll work my way to the top. Now, there is a door which I just passed, which I could have opened, but I'm gonna be Mr. Start from the bottom, work my way to the top. I'll start from the bottom floor, the bottom basement area with the area that was locked off, and then I'll work my way upward. So, ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. That's how I'm going to do it. Let me go over to this area over here to get ourselves to the position that we need to be in. Should be in this direction. Okay. Just a little bit further. All the twists and turns in this area. One more twist and turn this way. Now this door was previously locked for us, but we have the master key now, so let's use it. Unlocked. This is new territory, so there's probably zombies, so I should be cautious immediately. Thankfully that zombie... Ooh, to the corner. There's two zombies that are... I'm lucky did not notice me, because this is probably where the fixed camera angle was originally, but I should probably take care of it immediately. Good and good. Let's get you now. You are a faster walker. I'm gonna pull out my crowbar. Cautionary tale of zombies. Because you need to be cautioned about zombies at this point. This area actually might be very small compared to the other areas because it's the bottom one. Oh, never mind, there's more to it than I thought. That was the alternative method. There's at least one more zombie. I can hear it right now. I'm not sure if it noticed me or not. It might have noticed me, actually. That one didn't notice me. Alright, take out my handy-dandy handgun. Fantastic. Anything else? No. Back to my crowbar then. I wish there was a way to quick switch weapons sometimes. If I had two requests for buttons in this game, it'd be a button to switch the camera angle freely in game. The second one would be a button to switch between weapons freely. It's a lot of garbage. No zombies, really. Wait. Like there was a zombie! Had jump scare and got me. Now I'm infected. I'm gonna stick to being infected for just a small bit. I'm just gonna do this quickly. Because I don't want to waste my antidote just because I got bit once. There's something here for me though. Alright, some shells, some ammo. Anything else through here? This area is mostly useless so far. That's why I didn't heal yet, just in case something like that came up. Any other zombies, or can I cool my jets here and antidote? I can antidote.
equip. Use one of the 2 I have, or 3. I don't know, 2 or 3 at this point. Obviously, it's the really shiny chest I need to open. I'm gonna first make sure there's nothing else in around here. Okay. Now then, open sesame. Yep, I'll open the trunk. There's something inside. We got the plastic bone. That would be the chest. Now if I look at that map we picked up earlier, use ground floor. Only at the chest. On the second floor, on the first floor, we're gonna have to get the pelvis. There's an X-ray and there's a morgue. The X-ray is probably where I put everything in the end. But we're done with this floor. Got it. The rib cage has been fetched, and so we can head back. Yay, we can make our own anatomical body thing. Rib cage obtained. And more zombies killed, so that's always fun. Next up, I feel like the first floor is where we're going to put everything together, partially because the X-ray's down there, which makes it sound like it's the area which we're going to have to use that one item on, or all the items we're picking up. Alright, through here. So upstairs, we need to get at least 2 body parts. There's also the X-ray. Different things to contribute to. Now time for the first floor one. At least I'll clear up the X-ray for what we need to find. Humming to myself as I go. I'm thinking to myself for a moment. So it's definitely through here. It's on the other side, which I have to get to this door from. Typically the locked door is on like the other side of the entrance to these areas. I'm kind of excited to see all these new areas though. I don't know, I get excited from seeing things, I guess. Should be through here, and here's the next door I need to open. Alright, so let's get our handy dandy key. Use it to unlock that. Get prepared for zombies, because there probably will be a few. And, well, yep, there's one that noticed us immediately. It's a really slow one, though. Fancy. Feels good to make progress. Finally in the hospital location. We've been stuck here for I don't know how long at this point. I swear I just saw a zombie. Oh, I did see a zombie. But I thought I saw like one moving. I must have just saw her shadow or something. Sorry for shooting you in the butt, lady. But it's how I need to do it. Back to using a crowbar in case there's any close encounters I need to react to quickly, because that stuns enemies. Gotta be cautious through all these tight corridors, that's for certain. Oh, there's a zombie. Let me just whack you for a little bit. Oh boy. There's at least 2 different directions, and I really don't want to get bit on and waste more antidotes and healing items. I mean, it's technically not a waste, but since there's at least one more zombie I can definitely hear. Was I imagining, or was there just a zombie face there a second ago? Well, into the bathroom, which is bad because these bathrooms are typically really tight corridor to my experience. Oh fuck! At least it didn't bite me. That's the bright side. He's coming for us, though. Thankfully, it was just a whack and not a bite. If it was a bite, we'd have been a lot worse off because we've been infected. And yada yada. One zombie standing off in the dark over there is required.